What was Operation Barbarossa, which was going to prove to be do or die for Germany in World War II? On June 22, 1941, Nazi Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, a major offensive against the Soviet Union. At that time, the command of the Soviet Union was in the hands of Stalin. This was the biggest military invasion in history. It was also a risky bet, which Adolf Hitler played at the time in an attempt to turn the Second World War decisively in his favor. But a treaty was decided between Germany and Russia, which was broken due to Operation Barbarossa. As per the pact, Germany and Soviet Union had decided not to take military action against each other, which all European countries considered impossible. While the Soviet Union also supported Germany's invade on Poland by attacking from the western side. The invasion of Poland strengthened the unity of Germany and the Soviet Union. But seeing the increasing unity of the Western countries, Hitler had a fear about the security of Germany. By fearing this, Hitler thought of attacking the Soviet Union by violating the treaty, which proved to be Hitler's biggest mistake. With Germany's invasion of the Soviet Union, the German-Soviet Pact in 1939 also broke down. For the campaign against the Soviet Union, the Germans allocated about 150 divisions totaling about 3 million men. Among those units were 19 panzer divisions, and in total the Barbarossa force had about 3,000 tanks, 7,000 artillery pieces, and 2,500 aircraft. Axis armies divided 3 million people into 3 groups and targeted Leningrad, Kiev, and Moscow. Soviet army was shocked by this sudden attack and suffered heavy losses in the first battle. It is believed that several million people died. Cities like Kiev, Smolensk and Vyazma were conquered by the Nazis. However, they also had to pay a heavy price. The German infantry advance was halted in December due to the gradual improvement of Soviet defenses and the bitter cold of Russia. Although the German army had reached Moscow at that time. Meanwhile, Hitler decided that the German army would not take aggressive action in Leningrad, but it would take a long siege. But Stalin's Soviet Union had 3 times as many soldiers as Hitler's army and twice as many fighter planes and tanks. Although the Soviet army survived the initial attacks, the German army launched a new offensive in 1942 and penetrated deep into the territory of the Soviet Union. The Battle of Stalingrad between 1942 and 1943 changed the situation, and finally the German forces had to retreat. The Battle of Stalingrad proved overwhelming for Hitler, and the German army had to retreat from the Soviet Union. And because of the failure of Operation Barbarossa, Hitler had to face defeat in World War II.